Hello and thanks for joining us. We begin with an update on a story we've been following over the past month. The Maple Grove City Council has taken steps to address a rental home that neighbors say has caused crime concerns, including a suspect arrested at the home connected to a mass shooting. Maple Grove police responded to 10 calls for service in the last year at the property located on Berkshire Way near Dallas Lane. In one incident in November, Minneapolis police pursued a vehicle with two suspects that ended at the Maple Grove home. The suspects crashed into a squad car and tried to run away. Police arrested them and recovered two handguns. One of the men police arrested is 18-year-old Demario Dempsey. He was charged with fleeing police and illegal handgun possession. CCX News has learned that after his arrest in Maple Grove, he was charged with 9 counts of attempted murder in connection with a mass shooting in Minneapolis. Meanwhile, the Maple Grove City Council has revoked the rental license for the home. The decision came after a neighborhood meeting earlier this month. The former daycare teacher accused of sexually assaulting a child in Maple Grove is now scheduled to have his day in court. 38-year-old Ryan Vaughn is charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct. Prosecutors accuse Vaughn of groping a 9-year-old girl at Tutor Time Daycare in Maple Grove. According to the criminal complaint, Vaughn told the girl not to tell anyone about his alleged behavior. The complaint says a child told the suspect to stop, but he wouldn't listen. Vaughn has pleaded not guilty to the charges. He's scheduled to go on trial in March. Are you dealing with back pain? If you are, you're certainly not alone. Experts say there are roughly 30 million people in the United States with chronic low back pain. In some cases, the pain they have is so bad they have to stop doing certain activities. But there's a procedure offered locally that's giving people with some of the most severe cases a second chance.
One day at work, I just started to have a little bit of pain in my low back that just kind of exploded throughout the day.
Jamie Whitkey once had a lengthy career in law enforcement. That is until she was inflicted with severe back pain.
In my low back, it was hard to walk. It was hard to get in and out of a car.
She later discovered that she had a distinct type of chronic low back pain called vertebrogenic pain, which originates from damage to end plates in your spine.
It's a big issue, and it's one of the most expensive issues, too, in medicine.
Dr. Eric Ekstrom of Summit Orthopedics in Maple Grove says that about 1 in 6 people with chronic low back pain have vertebrogenic pain. After Whitkey tried a few traditional treatments that didn't work,
The ibuprofen, soaking, heat, ice.
Dr. Ekstrom offered her an alternative.
Dr. Ekstrom came to me and said, we have this new-ish procedure called Intercept, and gave me the folder on it. I went home and I researched and I watched videos.
The Intercept procedure is the only FDA-cleared procedure available.
Intercept is a procedure developed by Boston Scientific that uses a probe to target a specific nerve. The nerve is then burned off, thus preventing pain signals from going to the brain. North Memorial Ambulatory Surgery Center in Maple Grove is one of the providers that performs this procedure.
We've done about 240 cases here to date since we started this journey. It has a tremendous safety profile. There's been no complications.
It's something to which Whitkey can attest.
Minimal downtime, there's no metal, there's nothing in my back, my range of motion is good.
Today, she's not only pain-free, she's launched a second career as a fitness instructor.
Anytime I have the opportunity to share the change that it's been for me, I always do.
Doctors say that not everyone with low back pain is eligible for the procedure. The criteria includes having 6 months of chronic low back pain, 6 months of failed conservative treatments, and an MRI showing that you have a specific type of signal change in the bone marrow of your spine. Starting next year, Metro Transit customers will see lower fares. Come January 1st, Metro Transit will charge a $2 fare for light rail and non-express bus routes for adults. Seniors and youth ages 6 to 12 will pay just $1. Those prices will remain all day. There are no rush hour upcharges. In the past, charges went up to $2.50 during peak travel times. Metro Transit projects that the simpler, reduced fares will draw more customers, offsetting the less revenue due to lower fares.
We are on a mission to make transit as easy to use and convenient as possible. Simplifying our fares is one way to do that.
Also of note, there's reduced service on holidays. New Year's Day will have service reductions, but with some added service just after midnight on New Year's Eve. You can view the full schedule at metrotransit.org. Finally, this segment, one of Maple Grove's newest parks is making it even easier to enjoy the winter weather. The city just unveiled its new sled shed at the Gleason Fields Sledding Hill. Anyone can borrow a sled to use on site. Maple Grove's Chris Morrow came up with the idea. The shed was built by parks staff. He says people are already excited.
We posted everything on Facebook over the weekend. We had over 200 likes on our post, which is a lot for us. And we had a bunch of residents reach out and say how much they like it. They talked about Mount Gleason, is what they're calling the hill. So there's been a lot of positive feedback for it.
Morrow says it started with 11 sleds and people are already adding to the collection. The sledding hill has lights on until 8:30 each night.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.